Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital over Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is their Redskins get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Dustin Hopkins has it on the tee, and here we go from our nation's capital. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Brady's going to sneak it, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why wouldn't confidence in the defense? You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Smith. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They snap it to Smith. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run with Thompson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down is Smith. And this is caught at the 8. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it second and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. On second down, here's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target.
I need to know what this means. Click. Yeah, exactly. We just clickbaited you guys. Are we going to do it? I'm down. Yeah, let's call it episode. Let's like from now on, every episode will be 5.5, 6.5, but not just kidding. Yo, I'm so down with it. It probably messed up the search results, but like, it probably would definitely throw up the algorithm. I finally made it. We got to get down with the algorithm.
Here's
I know you know, but I'm literally freaking out right now. I'm just
back
going to
at
keep
the
things
41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Here's Smith now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route ball into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. And some space here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On 3rd down, Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. On 4th down, on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Preston Smith. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, here's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Here we go.
On the run, it's Burkhead. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Brian Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now it's Crowder. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Hey, on.
They run it here with Thompson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Let's go, 15.
Smith now looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Thompson found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Double.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 67 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Burkhead, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on second down, Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Brady now on first down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got a lot.
Second and 4, 1:47 left. Third quarter. Washington's up 10-0. Brady's under center, passing to Burkhead. I believe we got back to the line of scrimmage. Yep. Third and 4. New England has been struggling on offense all day.
Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Brady escaping the pressure right. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Brady now on first down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady did.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved, you think it's snowing, and immediately you hear the words, tuck rule. And now the tuck rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Even here, even now. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Now Smith to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock.
This is going to be a big play right now. 3rd and 19. Can New England get the ball back? Oh, they picked it off. McCourty down the 37-yard line. Good field position. Looked like Smith rushed it a little bit. 3:49 left in the game. Patriots down 10-0. Can we make a comeback, or will we lose? Here we go. Brady in the center. Tosses it to Burkett. Burkett gets stuck. It's been very struggling right now for the Patriots right now. Oh, almost interception. That would have been pretty much game over. Right now, Patriots probably need about 15 yards to get in line.
But I don't know that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Fourth and 14, 3:13 left, and Brady in the center.
It's pretty easy now. It's pretty good technique. How do I make this register?
Here we go.
Now Brady gotta have this one.
First, nope, he dropped it, and Washington. So.
And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 3rd down. Smith. He's got a man. Andre Reed complete. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 1st down, Smith. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Smith going to throw it, and that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, on.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field. And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Seminole Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard
First play of the game.
We're going to celebrate. Yo, I know this might be a waste of time that I probably won't catch Akira, but on the off chance that I actually catch Akira, like, dude, this is going to be my new solo run mod. You know what I'm sizzling? You know what I'm sizzling?
All right, now here we go. Let's go.
First down, here's Cousins. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins now. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Let's go.
Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 40. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
That was second down run for Murray. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On play action, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins, and the pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's not going to make it out. Lynch is tackled in the end zone for the safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right, now here we go. Yellow.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Here we go.
Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Cousins on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So the coach putting the blitz on, and remember, that coach, former defender in this league. He loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because
2-0 Minnesota.
I got like Deathly Hill. So it's a miracle we even have a voice right now. We are here. It's episode 4. If you guys are excited for some new Cage
and do the same type of teaching.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
All right, now here we go. Oh. Let's go.
Cousins now on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Johnson coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Carr now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Cooper again the target, and it's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake. Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27. Cousins now to throw on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Third and long for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different... But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On third and long, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They do go for it. It's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now. An excellent field
17.
That has to be why.
28 seconds
like,
left.
I never even
First
thought of them,
quarter.
even as a kid, as them as legendaries. But I've always never.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. To throw, Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Cousins now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And Forbath will put this one through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forbath out to kick this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Roberts got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll throw again. Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. Now Cousins eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And right with it here over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. A first down throw for Cousins. And some room to maneuver. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Now Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Forbath out to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
He's got a man, complete. Martavis Bryant, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, 76 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice at 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Cousins now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And now out comes Minnesota. Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 48 yards. Here's Cousins. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Carr gives to Marshawn, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Carr going to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
29.
And the blitz does come. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock rolling here. About to hit 30 seconds. Cousins to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to go down again. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. As they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Carr going to look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon.